Morning, parents. It is such a lovely morning as we are into the grace of our annual day celebration of Kidzee KRPURAM. The stage is all set to unfold a celebration of star burst of colors, joy, and splendor. Good morning, children and parents, dignitaries, and invited guests. Education is a shared commitment between dedicated teachers, motivated students, and enthusiastic parents. Being the first teacher is parents. Dear parents, you are like the proverbial complimentary wheels of progress. We feel deeply cherished to offer you a pleasant welcome to each one of you, as we are the beam of support. We warmly welcome Mr. Vikas, the director of Kidzee, KRPURAM, and the backbone of our efforts. We are immensely proud and delightful to have Dr. Rangaya as our chief guest. Your service in medical field has regained our health, sir. We heartily welcome you, Dr. Rangaya. I request Mr. Vikas to hand over a token of love to Dr. Rangaya. We request Dr. Rangaya to light the lamp and start our annual day celebration officially. Of the academic year 2015 to 2016, the glow of light makes darkness to surrender itself and spread happiness to the world.
Now I request Dr. Ranay to please come and lighten the lamps.
Now I welcome the director of Kidzee, KRPURAM, Mr. Vikas, on the dais for the motivational speech.
A very good morning to all, to one and all. On behalf of the whole team of Kidzee School, I have great pleasure on this wonderful morning in welcoming our chief guest, Mr. Dr. Rangaya, who has kindly consented to be the chief guest of our annual day. And also really happy to welcome our distinguished guests and parents who also function with us, and also welcome our teachers and non-teaching staff. In today's celebration, our main heroes are our students, so welcoming them and their parents too along with their ladies and gentlemen. The journey with the students so far has been so excited, and our staff puts its best efforts to find out the best hidden qualities of each and every student. It is very important to boost off the confidence level of the students so as early fear, non-mixing with the others, command on the language, etc. is totally eradicated from our early age. Our staff of Kidzee being qualified, sincere, and always determined handle the children with utmost love and affection and make the children feel at home so that they are comfortable interacting with the teachers. So without wasting our time, let's begin and follow the events awaiting. I hope you all will enjoy the morning while our little ones spread their magic by displaying their talents. Thank you.
Next, we look forward for the presence of the Dr. Rangaya on the dais for his inspirational speech. Dr. Rangaya, we welcome you on stage.
Respected Director, Mr. Vikas, teachers and staff members, and beloved teacher, parents, and loving children. Very good morning to you all. Today, I am very happy to be in the midst of you all, the future generation of the country, future prospectors of the country, people, that is children. And I am in the school where this is the foundation stone for the future of the children. And it is a very lovable day that I am here in this day. As it is, as a doctor, when I was invited, I was asked to speak about the health care of the children. See, as you all know, the definition of the health is wealth. Wealth definitely everybody knows. But as far as health is concerned, by definition it goes by saying it is the well-being of an individual, both physically and mentally, without having any disease or bodily deformity. To have a good health, one should be free from diseases. So, first of all, let us know what are the diseases. The disease, what we mean, it is the dis-ease. That means you are not at ease when it comes. That is called disease. Diseases are broadly classified into two categories. One is congenital diseases and another is acquired diseases. Congenital diseases are those which are coming before birth. That means in the womb itself the disease will be starting. Mostly they are the genetic deformities and heart problems and abscess of the limbs and kidneys, like that. But those things cannot be prevented, but only we can just take care of the child after birth with all the requirements. But as it is the acquired diseases, that means the one which we get it after birth, they are called acquired diseases. Acquired diseases are mainly due to the mechanical events and the infections. Mechanical events I mean by accidents, by injuries, or by burns, by drowning in the water, or by earthquakes, floods, tsunamis. These are all the diseases which are acquired from the nature. So those things, majority of the diseases we cannot prevent, but few diseases only can be prevented. But as is disease by nature, that is the infective diseases, they are caused by the bacteria, virus, fungus and parasites. These are all the diseases which are caused by the bacteria, living organisms, microscopic living organisms. As it is, these diseases mostly they are affecting the children. So there are nearly 16 diseases which are affecting the children, which can be prevented by simple means by giving vaccination. That one has to give from 0 means that from the birth to 16 years of the age group. So the list of the diseases which can be prevented are mainly poliomyelitis, tuberculosis, diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, and typhoid, and infective hepatitis, cholera, and other diseases. And pneumococcal vaccines also can be prevented. Nowadays, many other diseases are also coming, and they are trying their best to make the vaccines for those things. Coming to the vaccination, you all very well know the prevention is better than cure. If you get a disease that has to be treated, many diseases can be treated and many diseases will leave the complications and many diseases will lead unto the death also. So if you can prevent such diseases, that is the solution for it. And preventive measures will be given with cheaper cost. That is by paying some amounts, we can prevent the diseases. To start with the vaccinations, first vaccination immediately after birth, what we give is BCG. BCG is a Bacillus calmette tetanus. That is, it prevents the tuberculosis disease. Tuberculosis in a tropical country like this, like India, is a very, very dangerous thing. And once the tuberculosis affects the child will be having throughout the life is got problems. And it can be treated or it may not be treated also. So that is the one immediately after birth. On the third day, before the discharge of the baby from the bed, they give the BCG vaccination on the left upper arm, that is shoulder joint, near the shoulder. And that BCG vaccination, once it is given, it forms a small blood-like thing, swelling thing within 3 weeks, and it becomes burst, and it opens and forms a scar. So we know when the child is examined, immediately we see the left shoulder where there will be a scar with which we can make out that the child has got a prevention against the tuberculosis diseases. That has to be given, immediately should be given. So I request all the parents to note, if the child is born, BCG is a must and mandatory that it has to be given. Next vaccination will be poliomyelitis. Poliomyelitis is a disease, it is caused by a viral disease and it has got very deleterious effects if it is not treated in properly. But the thing is, throughout the world, World Health Organization is taking all efforts to prevent the poliomyelitis from all the countries. But surprisingly, in India, it was declared as a polio-free country, but somehow before a year, there was one or two cases. So again, intensive polio vaccinations are being given at the age of 1.5 years and at the age of 4.5 years. These are the 5 days, 5 times we have to give polio vaccinations. That is oral polio. IPV, that is injectable polio vaccinations also can be given to ensure that polio is totally eradicated. So these are all the polio vaccinations immunization scheduled. Then next DPT. DPT means diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus. These are the three diseases which affect the children, which are very dangerous, which can be prevented by simple giving injections. That is at the time of 1.5 months, 2.5 months, 3.5 months. That is the primary doses, and the booster dose will be 1.5 years, and the second booster dose will be at the 4.5 years. With this, you can prevent diphtheria also, DPT diseases. Next thing will be measles. Measles is a viral infection which affects only the skin of the area, but it has got some side effects of the brain also. So measles vaccination will be given at the age of 9th month. Then rotavirus vaccines. Children at the age of 7 years, 7 months, they will be getting the teeth eruption. So while getting the teeth eruption, this rotavirus infection is very common. With the result, they will be getting the diarrhea with which the child has to be admitted and given IV fluids, and it is a serious phenomenon. So to prevent that, that is rotavirus vaccination, given oral dose, there is the 2 doses to be given at the interval of 1 month before the age of 8th month. That is the thing. So next MMR. MMR means mumps, measles, rubella. These are all the viral diseases which will have some side effects if they affect the child, especially mumps. Mumps means there is a swelling in the parotid area back near the ear. That disease, if it affects the child, if it is not taken care and adequately treated, the child may get, a boy may get the infection of the testis, the girl will get infection of the ovaries. So with the result, in the future, some of the cases may be becoming impotent or sterile without getting children. This sort of complications are also there. So such a grave complications can be prevented by taking MMR vaccination. Then pneumococcal vaccinations. Pneumococcal pneumonia is a disease which affects the lungs of the child and the brain of the child also. It is a very dreadful disease and serious disease. But it can be given at the age of 1.5 months, 2.5 months, 3.5 months with a booster dose at the age of 15 months. So like this, many diseases have been prevented by simple taking a vaccination as per the schedule of the WHO Health organizations. And nowadays, there are many new diseases which are coming out in the world, and many people are trying their best to find out the vaccinations for those things. The following are the vaccinations. For malaria, they have found out vaccination, but it has come to the market. Then for HIV infection, also vaccinations are under trial, and shortly, I think within a decade years, you will get vaccinations for HIV infection also. Then Zika virus, recently you might have heard, it is present in the 43 countries, and that for that also in China, they made out a vaccine which will be released shortly. And apart from this, particularly for girl babies, say actually the many people say cancer cannot be cured, but nowadays cancer can be cured. At the same time, cancer can be prevented also. So for that, for cancer.